Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 5 of Parkour Conversations. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope that we're healthy. We're chasing our dreams. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing. So in today's episode, I wanted to talk about choosing peace over partying. And it's not necessarily only partying, but just choosing a peaceful life and staying in your own lane, right? So there's one thing that I like to say. It's keeping my head down, but also walking with my chest out and my chin up. So it's being proud of who I am and having that self-confidence, but also keeping my head down and staying in my lane, right? Not always trying to tell people about my business, not always worrying about other people's business. So one thing that I really want to talk about is social media. These days, how we treat social media is very flawed, and it's always like it's a highlight reel of everybody's life, right? It gives you an unrealistic view of who people are, and a lot of people will do things for the IG post, will do things just for the Snap story, right? I was talking to some of my friends, and it was about how like couples normally dress up and have like their coordinated costumes on Halloween just to post it on social media, right? They're not gonna dress up together, stay home, and bake cookies or do some pumpkin carving activity, right? And even if they do that, it's because they want to post it. They want to say, hey, look at us and look what we got going on. And even for myself having a partner, I would want my partner to be private, right? I wouldn't want them to be out on social media because it'll create problems that are not even worth having, right? You can avoid it in the first place, so you should avoid it, right? Because people can't ruin what they don't know. And with what I want to do, I'll be exposing my partner to a big group of people, right? It's not because I understand that social media and the world is just a very cruel and nasty place. People will say anything behind their screen because they think that they're safe behind their screen, and when it comes to being in person, they won't say anything, right? When they see you face to face, they won't say anything. So it's having that thick skin, right? And through this, I'm putting myself through this, so I should be the one to handle it. I should be the one to take care of it. My partner shouldn't have to get any of the backlash, right? They shouldn't have to deal with some hate and negativity that is bound to happen. It doesn't matter if what I'm trying to do is spread positivity, right, and help people. People will always disagree with me, and I understand that. And just because I don't take it personally, just because if somebody has to say something about me, my partner will be put in that position as well. So when it comes to having a partner, in my opinion, I want to keep them separate, right? I want to keep them private. And with the whole social media, you do things just to post things, right? It's like, hold on, let me get this for the story. It's like, are you only doing certain things to let other people know that, hey, look, I got motion, right? And people are super fake too. They'll have like problems and beef with their friends, and they'll try to distance themselves from their friends, but the next day you'll see them posting a dump and all their friends, right? They just want to let you know that, hey, look at all the motion I got, look at how many friends I have, right? I'm important. I'm an important person, and I want everybody to know that, hey, look, I'm important, right? But I feel like beautiful things don't need to ask for attention. You see a pretty flower, the flower isn't going to say, hey, like, it's not going to be like, hey, look at me, look how beautiful I am, right? Beautiful things don't need to do the most in order to be noticed, or you don't need to do the most in order for people to be attracted to you. And it's the same thing with us as people, right? We shouldn't have to do the most to attract people. You shouldn't want the attention of every single person. You should only want to attract people who are genuinely attracted to you, right? If you post this like certain lifestyle that you live, then you'll attract those people, right? You won't attract people who want you and genuinely like you as a person because they see that lifestyle, like, hey, I want to be a part of that lifestyle. When they don't want to be part of your life, they want to be part of the lifestyle that you're showcasing, right? So it's just, with social media, you have to be really careful with what you're posting, careful with what you're consuming as well. I feel like I would argue that you have to be more careful with what you consume than what you post, because you consume on a daily basis. You consume so much of your time is consumption. It's not always posting, right? So being careful with who you follow, being careful with who you put on that daily routine, who you put on that pedestal, right? And you shouldn't put anybody on a pedestal, but it'll just end up happening, right? It's not saying that you think that they're better than everybody else, but it's somebody who you look up to, right? Somebody who you want to be like, and it's not putting them on a pedestal, because everybody makes mistakes, nobody's perfect, right? And people will always say you should never meet your idol. You should never meet that superstar person, because you'll often be disappointed, right? So you should never put somebody in that pedestal, but you should have role models, but also understand that they're not perfect, right? So you have to be careful with the consumption of what you do. If you always consume things that won't progress your life, you have to always look at what you're consuming. Hey, why am I scrolling right now? Why am I looking at this? Is it just to relax? Okay, if it's just to relax, put a timer on it, right? Because especially with short form content, it's so easy to get trapped, right? Especially nowadays, everybody has a voice. Everybody has a voice, and everybody is like sheep. You hear something and you don't even go into your own research. You just hear it, you're like, okay, that's right, I'm gonna listen to them. And then you even see, look at the comments, people will say, oh yeah, I agree. You're like, yeah, I agree too. Or somebody says something and somebody in the comments say, actually, I don't agree with that. You're like, yeah, I don't agree with that too. You don't think for yourselves anymore. We don't think and have our own opinions about anything anymore. We see it on our feed, we agree with it, right? You wander with the sheep. The sheep go this way, you go the same way. You're just a big herd. So it's choosing to have peace over partying. It's not a literal thing, right? But it also is. It's not going out every night partying just to party, right? I feel like a lot of the times, especially in high school and university, college, parties are for like cool people, right? You go to a party, you're cool. You go to a party and it's something to do. But it comes with so much negative things. Parties have really bad influences on you, right? You're peer pressured into doing things that you couldn't ever see yourself doing, but now that you're put in that situation, just the environment that you're in is so intoxicating that you end up doing things that the next day you wish you wouldn't have. And you're invited to that next party, you say yeah because it's what the cool people do, but it comes with so much trauma and so much unwanted stress, unneeded stress, right? Because it's better to just have that chill weekend with your friends where you guys are playing a board game, where you guys are going on a walk, chilling at a restaurant, right? It's choosing that peace. And it's when you go to a party, you're surrounding yourself with people who don't care about you, people who are maybe even looking to take advantage of you, right? So just taking a step back from that and not caring about the status, because I feel like with parties and going out to the club and stuff, it's a big status, and look at me, look at all the motion I got. But most people who are partiers, clubbers, they don't have any aspirations for themselves, right? And it's just a hectic lifestyle. You're, well, 80%, 90% of the people there are intoxicated, and you don't make any decisions that you would have made if you were sober. So it's just, I feel like it's better to prioritize peace over partying, prioritizing peace over social media, prioritizing peace over what other people think of you, having a peaceful life, not starting any problems, not holding any grudges, not having any enemies, right? Letting things go, not always trying to be in the mix, be in the drama, right? For me, my life has gotten so much more peaceful throughout the years. I've stopped caring about what other people think. I've stopped posting things to get that like, right? To get that one person to swipe up and like it, to let other people know, hey, look how cool I am. Look at all my emotion. Prioritizing your peace, prioritizing yourself, your health, your mental health, right? Social media, to me, can either be the biggest blessing or the biggest curse. I'm only on social media because of what I want to do with this, right? If I didn't want to do this, then I would be off socials, right? I wouldn't be posting, I wouldn't be interacting with people that I don't know. But this is what I feel like I'm called to do, to take what I've learned and help other people, use my perspectives to help other people. So prioritizing peace over partying. So I hope you have a great rest of your week. If you have anything in particular that you want me to talk about, let me know. And I hope you're doing well. If you have any constructive criticism, let me know. I always want to hear it. I'll see you on the next one.